So what's new in this mode compared to the aerial fighting in Battlefront 1?
So the key thing we've added on top of the handling is that this is an objective-based mode. So every game map has an attacker and a defender side, and each with their own narrative of what's going on. So it really adds a lot more story and Star Wars authenticity to the play.
What tips should players keep in mind when playing the multiplayer mode? For example, it took me a while to figure out I have to aim for the circle, not the ship.
Yeah, so we've taken some things from some of the classic Star Wars games and some of the aerial games. So you have a leading reticule to aim for, as you pointed out. There's some other things, some layers within the controls that are great to know. So if you're flying and you want to fire missiles, the default behavior is that they will have a timed lock on to a ship. But if you double tap the missile button, you'll blind fire it, so you can shoot it straight ahead of where you're flying.
See, I didn't know that until just now. Very helpful.
That's okay.
For someone playing the Interceptor class, can you give some tips and tricks on how they should play that class in online objective modes?
Sure, for the Interceptor class, you really want to be getting in there and taking down the other starfighters. So get used to the abilities of the ship. So if you press up on the D-pad, you'll get a review of the abilities of each of the ships to remind you what you've got. So a lot of the Interceptors have a hard lock ability, which lets you focus down your efforts onto one target, doing more damage and being able to really kind of call them out, as in you're that guy. But also get used to your secondary measures, so you can do things like your countermeasures for blocking incoming missiles. And just if you want to be an interceptor, get used to flying. You want to be nimble and fast and be able to turn around on a dime.
Would you say it's more important to focus on objectives or killing enemy players?
It's really about the playstyle that you would like. That's why we've offered the different classes. So things like the bomber class, if you're an objective player and you really want to focus on the objective, go in with a bomber, maybe a fighter. But if you want to just enjoy the dogfighting, take an interceptor in. And each map is different. So if you're on a defending team, your main objective is to shoot down the enemy starfighters, so you maybe want to lean more on the interceptor. If you're an attacker, you're going to have much more bigger, stationary, heavier defended objectives, so maybe lean on the bombers.
And when does Star Wars Battlefront 2 come out?
It comes out November the 17th this year.